Johnson! Der Mann in der blauen Ecke ist 28 Jahre alt. Er wog gestern beim offiziellen Wiegen 107,8 Kilogramm und er ist 1,91 Meter groß. Seine Bilanz ist makellos. 20 Kämpfe, 20 Siege, 13 davon durch Knockout. Aus dem SDS Boxstall Magdeburg, meine Damen und Herren, Ladies and Gentlemen in der blauen Ecke.
The heavyweight boxing division has always been a stage for thrilling matchups, and the bout between Agit Kabayel of Germany and Kevin Johnson of the USA was no exception. This contest brought together two fighters with contrasting styles and experiences, making for an intriguing clash inside the ring. Kabayel, a rising star from Germany, sought to further cement his place among the heavyweight elite, while Johnson, a seasoned veteran from the United States, aimed to prove that his experience and resilience could still pose a significant challenge to younger contenders. Fighter profiles: Agit Kabayel. Agit Kabayel, born on September 23, 1992 in Leverkusen, Germany, has been steadily rising through the heavyweight ranks. Known for his exceptional footwork, solid defensive skills, and a sharp jab, Kabayel's undefeated record entering this fight was a testament to his talent and discipline. He gained prominence by winning the European heavyweight title and defending it successfully against formidable opponents. With an orthodox stance, Kabayel combines speed and tactical prowess, making him a tough challenge for any opponent.
Und deshalb muss Johnson hier die Hüfte herum. Kabayel 1 Meter, sie absolut gleich normalerweise.
Kevin Johnson. On the other hand, Kevin Kingpin Johnson, born on September 7, 1979 in Asbury Park, New Jersey, is a battle-hardened veteran who has shared the ring with some of the biggest names in heavyweight boxing. Johnson's career spans over 2 decades, and he has faced former world champions such as Vitaly Klitschko, Anthony Joshua, and Tyson Fury. Known for his durable chin, defensive prowess, and ability to go the distance, Johnson is a fighter who thrives in wearing opponents down while capitalizing on counterpunching opportunities. Pre-fight analysis. Coming into the fight, Kabayel was considered the favorite due to his youth, speed, and recent winning streak. His ability to control distance with his jab and move around the ring effectively posed a significant challenge for Johnson, who relied more on his experience and defensive strategy. Analysts believe that for Johnson to succeed, he needed to cut off the ring and force Kabayel into uncomfortable exchanges where his experience could shine. Johnson, known for his defensive shell and counterpunching skills, was expected to adopt a patient approach, looking to capitalize on any openings that Kabayel might provide. However, the question remained whether Johnson, at his age, still had the stamina and sharpness to keep up with the younger, more agile Kabayel. The fight breakdown round. 1-3, establishing dominance.
Sehr schön drin. Und Johnson.
From the opening bell, Kabayel showcased his superior footwork and speed, moving fluidly around the ring and using his jab to keep Johnson at bay. Johnson, as expected, adopted a high guard and looked to weather the early storm. Kabayel's combinations were crisp, and he maintained control of the pace, forcing Johnson into a defensive shell. Round 4-6, Johnson's resilience. As the fight progressed, Johnson began to settle into his rhythm. His experience allowed him to anticipate Kabayel's attacks, and he started landing counter right hands whenever Kabayel overextended. Johnson's resilience and veteran tactics became more apparent as he absorbed punches while looking for openings. However, Kabayel's volume and activity continued to give him the edge on the scorecards. Round 7-9. Tactical adjustments. Kabayel, showing his adaptability, began to mix up his attack by targeting the body and incorporating more lateral movement to avoid Johnson's counters. The German fighter's work rate remained high, but Johnson's composure and toughness kept him in the fight. Despite being behind on points, Johnson managed to frustrate Kabayel at times by clinching and utilizing his veteran savvy to slow down the pace. Round 10-12, closing strong. In the championship rounds, Caballel pressed the action, determined to leave no doubts in the judges' minds. His combinations became more fluid, and he increased his punch output, forcing Johnson onto the back foot. Johnson, to his credit, displayed remarkable toughness and managed to survive the onslaught without going down. The final bell saw Caballel as the clear aggressor, with Johnson's durability being his most significant asset. Post-fight analysis. After 12 hard-fought rounds, Agit Caballel was declared the winner by unanimous decision. The judges' scorecards reflected his dominance in terms of output and effective aggression, with scores reading 118-110, 117-111, and 119-109 in favor of Caballel. Key takeaways. Caballel's growth. This fight further solidified Caballel's reputation as a disciplined and technically sound fighter capable of handling experienced opposition. Johnson's durability. Despite being on the losing end, Johnson's ability to absorb punishment and remain competitive highlighted his enduring toughness. Future implications. For Caballel, this victory opened doors to potential fights against higher-ranked contenders and potential world title opportunities.
And when you see it, when you see it,
I'm looking for it.
Yeah, I know.
Trust me.
I think
I got you.
Yeah, drink a little bit more.
I'm good.
Aimed to solidify his status among the heavyweight elite, whereas Johnson, a seasoned campaigner from the United States, sought to demonstrate that his experience and resilience could still challenge younger adversaries. Fighter profiles. Agit Caballel. Agit Caballel, born on September 23, 1992 in Leverkusen, Germany, has been progressively ascending the heavyweight rankings. Recognized for his outstanding footwork, solid defensive capabilities, and precise jab, Caballel's undefeated record leading into this fight was a reflection of his skill and dedication. He rose to prominence by capturing the European heavyweight title and successfully defending it against tough challengers. With an orthodox stance, Caballel combines speed with strategic acumen, making him a formidable opponent. Kevin Johnson. Conversely, Kevin "Kingpin" Johnson, born on September 7, 1979 in Asbury Park, New Jersey, is a battle-tested veteran who has squared off against some of the biggest names in heavyweight boxing. Johnson's extensive career spans over 2 decades, during which he has competed with former world champions such as Vitaly Klitschko, Anthony Joshua, and Tyson Fury. Renowned for his durable chin, defensive expertise, and endurance, Johnson thrives on wearing down opponents while capitalizing on counterpunching opportunities. Pre-fight assessment. Heading into the fight, Caballel was viewed as the favorite due to his youth, agility, and recent success. His ability to control range with his jab and maneuver effectively posed a considerable challenge for Johnson, who relied on his experience and defensive approach. Analysts suggested that for Johnson to succeed, he needed to cut off the ring and force Caballel into challenging exchanges where his experience could play a crucial role. Johnson, recognized for his defensive shell and counterpunching ability, was expected to take a cautious approach, waiting to exploit any mistakes made by Caballel. However, there was uncertainty about whether Johnson, at his age, could maintain the stamina and sharpness needed to keep up with the younger, more agile Caballel. The fight breakdown rounds.
Den Schlagabtausch für mich alle bei Agit Caballel. Die 6. war weg.
From the opening bell, Caballel displayed superior footwork and speed, moving effortlessly around the ring and using his jab to keep Johnson at a distance. Johnson, as predicted, maintained a high guard and attempted to endure the early offensive. Caballel's combinations were sharp, and he dictated the pace, compelling Johnson into a defensive position. Rounds 4-6. Johnson's determination. As the match progressed, Johnson began to find his rhythm. His experience enabled him to anticipate Caballel's attacks, and he started landing counter right hands whenever Caballel overcommitted. Johnson's resilience and veteran tactics became evident as he absorbed punches while seeking opportunities. Nevertheless, Caballel's work rate and activity continued to provide him an advantage on the scorecards. Rounds 7-9. Strategic adjustments. Caballel, demonstrating his adaptability, diversified his offensive approach by targeting the body and utilizing more lateral movement to evade Johnson's counters. The German fighter maintained a high work rate, but Johnson's composure and resilience allowed him to stay in the contest. Despite trailing on points, Johnson managed to frustrate Caballel at times by clinching and employing veteran tactics to slow the pace. Rounds 10 to 12, finishing strong. In the final rounds, Caballel intensified his assault, determined to leave no uncertainty in the judges' assessments. His combinations became more fluid, and he increased his punch output, forcing Johnson onto the defensive. Johnson, to his credit, exhibited remarkable toughness and endured the onslaught without hitting the canvas. The closing bell saw Caballel as the definitive aggressor, with Johnson's resilience standing out. Post-fight analysis after 12 grueling rounds, Agit Caballel emerged victorious by unanimous decision. The judges' scorecards reflected his dominance in terms of output and effective aggression, with scores reading 118, 110, 117, 111, and 119, 109 in Caballel's favor. Key takeaways. Caballel's progress. This victory further established Caballel's reputation as a disciplined and technically proficient fighter capable of facing experienced opposition. Johnson's tenacity. Despite the defeat, Johnson's capacity to endure punishment and remain competitive emphasized his lasting toughness. For Caballel, this win opened opportunities for potential bouts against higher-ranked contenders and possible world title